Tiger sharks. Their name may strike fear into most, but I've had countless interactions with tigers, and from my personal experience, I can tell you that they are greatly misunderstood. Their sheer size may take your breath away, but their demeanor is quite the opposite from what you would expect from one of the ocean's top apex predators. So when I heard of a little island in the far south of the Maldives that was famous for not just one or two, but the opportunity to dive with possibly dozens of tiger sharks, I extended my Maldives trip and hopped on a plane to Fuvahmulah to join up with Panda and Tanya from Fuvahmulah Dive School to show you guys why I truly love these gentle ocean creatures. What is this? What is this nonsense? Who let me into this fancy hotel called 0 Degree Residence? And I don't think that I've stayed in a fancy hotel room in as long as I can remember, but it still has charm. You see that? That's a gecko. I just saw it just now. Look, I got a big old bathroom, a big old shower. Oh my goodness, with things already here. 2 beds. That's excessive. I am in the Maldives, and this has been so high on my bucket list of places to go. But I flew on a plane, which, to be honest with you, was a nightmare. I'm just going to tell you right now that with a delayed flight, I missed a connecting flight, which made me miss like 3 days on this island. I'm pretty absolutely destroyed about it. I'm going to stick to the sailing. I'm going to stick to boats because this flying stuff is not the business for me. I really don't enjoy it. But I am finally here in beautiful Fuvahmulah. I'm probably saying that wrong. It's a hard name, I feel. And I'm here to film tiger sharks with Fuvahmulah Dive School. This kind of takes me back to the old days of Drenched, pre-boats, for you old school friends of mine, where I used to travel by plane and make commercials around the world about scuba diving. It feels a bit like that, but what I am going to do is I need to get ready because I was supposed to have like 5 dive days with them. Now it's compacted into like a day and a half, so it's going to be like fast and furious dive, dive, dive. So I'm going to go ahead and unpack my camera, my dive camera, get it all prepped. What I do here is anytime I really know I've traveled with it, or I just do it as often as I can, there's an O-ring in here that goes around your entire housing where your camera goes in. I like to bring it out, clean around it, and put some new grease on the O-ring, keep it good, and then I like to pre-pump it. This little light right here is what keeps me sane. If this light, this shows that I pressurized it, I pressurize it, which sucks all the air out of it, and if it loses pressure, it goes from green to yellow to red. And if you're red and it'll start beeping, that means your camera's flooded, your camera is dead. And so I do not dive without this green light. And you're supposed to pump it for 20 minutes and just make sure that it's keeping pressure before you go diving. So I like to do it well in advance just to make sure while I set up the thing. Hey guys, I need to butt into the middle of your beautiful Sharky episode and tell you about today's sponsor, and that is BetterHelp. BetterHelp is an online therapy program that has been a great tool for me because I'm always jet setting around the world and I don't have the ability to just go to therapy like I desire. I can do it in my pajamas now, in the middle of the ocean, which is great in weird hours. It's been an awesome tool for me to learn how to navigate my emotions, convey to people, talk to them the way that I desire. And as a captain, I think that's really important to be level-headed, keel kind of person. So it's been a great thing for me, and I really recommend giving it a go. It's also nice because you can always just change who your therapist is for any reason. You don't have to have an excuse. They have 4,000 5-star ratings, so don't just take my word for it. It's a great tool, guys. If you want to try it out for yourself, go right here, which is betterhelp.com/Drenched. If you do that, that's going to give you 10% off your first month's therapy. And yeah, keep on with the subscription. Let me know if you think it's helped you as it has for me. And back to your episode. Enjoy. I have just gotten to the dive shop, 7 in the morning. I love scuba time. It's like such an exciting part of the day. You know, you wake up early, you're ready to go. But today I'm diving with Fuvahmulah Dive Center. So these guys are a school, so they're also known as Fuvahmulah Dive School. And these guys have a pretty unique, crazy story. Yeah, we're going. It's time to go. Panda's telling me it is time to go. So Tanya and Ibrahim, they are the pioneers of diving here in Fuvahmulah, and I'll tell you all about it, but it's time to go. It's time to go diving. Let's go. Is your boat right here? What's the name of your boat?
Ocean Breeze.
Ocean Breeze. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna grab my camera. Thank you, brother. A boat bird. It's giving me Rick Moore vibes. If you guys know that reference, let me know, but really taking me back. I can feel that today is going to be an amazing one, a new experience that I've never had before underwater. I love saying that. I have 4,000 scuba dives, which is a lot of scuba dives, and even now, like, the ocean always brings beautiful gifts to keep my stoke level always high on it. So I feel today is going to be a very positive day with it. The main attraction of Fuvahmulah, why people come here, is tiger sharks. They have a dive called Tiger Zoo that both Tanya and Ibrahim, or Panda, have discovered way back in the day, and they really have brought diving to this island 9 years ago. This island was kind of known as an abandoned island, and there wasn't much here at all, and now there's 13 different dive shops here. But I like to go with the OG. You know, these guys do a lot of science related things. They're really like tracking the tigers and identifying which ones are coming on the daily. So, and apparently the tigers were coming here because all these fishing boats, used to just drop scraps into the ocean, and so honestly they were adapted to getting free snacks. I don't know if you know this, but tigers are very lazy sharks. They're very opportunists, so they're actually more of a relaxed shark compared to the other ones. So anyway, we're going up the channel. Let's go diving. That's it. We are literally like, look where we are. That's the entrance to the harbor. We're right here, and we are at the dive spot. It's a very short commute. Entering into the turquoise waters of Tiger Zoo, the famous tiger shark dive site, I was excited to see what I thought could be a handful of tigers. But what lay below, I couldn't have possibly been prepared for. I was immediately bombarded by 14 tiger sharks coming from all directions. Truly, I had to keep my head on a swivel because every time I turned around, a cheeky tiger was just a few feet away. Panda and his crew set up all the divers in a line behind a protective wall, but I was just wandering around. And in reflection, I realized this is probably most people's worst nightmare, surrounded by 14 tiger sharks. I've said this many times before, that if I was to run into a bear in the woods, I'd be scared. But down here in my element, I feel at home. That was absolutely incredible. So, just got out of my dive with the sharks, and the visibility today was amazing. I think we saw maybe 12 or more. The most I've ever seen at a time was 3, and that was years ago in Hawaii. Oh my goodness. It was quite hectic, to be honest with you guys. There was like moments where I was just like, whoa! You gotta really pay attention, because if you're not looking at them, they like to sneak up on you. It's a big shark. Some of those guys were just massive. I think there was a couple pregnant females in the mix. One really cheeky turtle. I don't know if you know this, but tigers love turtle. They love eating turtle. That's why their teeth are designed a little bit different. It's more like a short and like sawing motion kind of tooth. Perfect for eating turtles. So when you see a turtle down there just hanging out with, you know, a dozen tiger sharks, that's absolutely madness. So I see, Fuvahmulah, why you are so famous. I wish I had more time here. That's my only regret of this trip so far, but oh man, this dive shop's incredible. If you ever want to see tiger sharks, big sharks, they will just like make your hair stand up on your arms, come here, dive with my friends at Fuvahmulah Dive School, and yeah, Yeah, tell them Nate sent you. These guys have a pretty unique, crazy story. They're really the pioneers of diving here in Fuvahmulah. They started 9 years ago.
We discovered this place in 2016, and since beginning 2017, we start diving here every single day. Of course, when we start diving with these tiger sharks, they were curious, but they were afraid to come too close to us. So it took a few months, and after sharks, they stop being scared. They start coming up on the shallow plateau more often and more often.
Out of those hundreds of people over 9 years, how many customers have gotten nibbled or bitten by a shark?
So fortunately, I'm proud to say that there is no any single customer was harmed by shark anytime. Yes, shark, sometimes shark, they're more excited and they express more curiosity, usually prevented by dive guides.
So you heard it here, guys. Trust me that they could have you if they wanted to. So it's very clear that we're not going to let you. And that gives peace of mind. So your fear of sharks is not justified, despite what you think or despite what the movies tell you. I wanted to do a quick little vlog about my time here and some thoughts and feelings that I've had. First off, this sign right here, Fuvahmulah, the sign is brand new. They've opened it since I got here on my first day. Let's see. Pretty cool though, huh? Look at him, look at him. And that kind of shows what's bringing in the people. This is the main port, the only port. And right here, you've got your welcome to Fuvahmulah right there. So we know why the humans are here, but let's talk about why the sharks are here. So I just filmed some fish heads and stuff over at the market here. Sorry if that was a bit gruesome and bloody. It's the truth though, it's the reality of it. What happens is the fishermen dump all these fish heads and their catch from the day, and they've been doing that for a long time. So the tiger sharks have been accustomed to that. But this harbor's only been here for about 9 years. And so then they started dumping them right at the entrance of the harbor. So the tiger sharks just got used to it. Now they're like when you put little scraps out for kitty cats, same, but just a bigger kitty cat. I wanted to end this episode really quick and tell you about some new developments that have happened only in the last month since filming this. The Maldivian government has now opened up, after 15 years of a complete total shark fishing ban across the Maldives, they've reopened it where fishermen can once again fish for gulper sharks, which are a critically endangered shark worldwide. And that's just, we're taking steps backwards, because how they're going to be fishing for these sharks is these drum lines. So it's like a floating buoy with a long line deep into the ocean filled with hooks, baited hooks. Well, the problem with that is not just gulper sharks like free snacks. Tiger sharks do, rays do, fish do, everything does. So the amount of bycatch that they're going to be getting is going to be horrendous. You can't just say, oh, we're fishing for gulper sharks and hope that only that one species gets it, which is a species that you shouldn't be trying to get anyway. They're critically endangered. And I think the Maldivian government, they're gonna have to see, as they've seen for the last 15 years, that the amount of tourism money coming in for sharks and rays far outweighs the amount of money that they're going to be getting from catching sharks, because they're not even trying to get the gulper sharks to eat them. They just want the liver, because a shark's liver has squalene in it, which is a oil that's used in a lot of cosmetics. So incredibly wasteful practice, and I'm really disappointed to see that. If you didn't notice, I'm going to show you the billboard that Fuvahmulah Tourism put up, but it actually has a shark with a fishhook in its mouth. And that's like the billboard, the poster child of come to Fuvahmulah. So support the fact that tourism for sharks is going to far outweigh the amount of money that they're going to be getting from fishing them. So What can be done? What can you do? Well, first off, look at all your products before you buy them. Fish oils, things like that. Make sure that they don't have squalene. It's liver, pretty much. Right now is a great time because actually CITES, which is the Convention of International Trade in Endangered Species, it's a big international organization that is meeting right now in November, and there's a big ballot to be put up about shark and ray protection worldwide. And so this is an international conglomeration of all these leaders coming together, and right now PADI, I got to give it to them. They are actually really behind a big push to sign a petition to let these leaders know that sharks and rays should have hands off. Let's protect them worldwide, because there's just no reason why these animals should be killed for vanity's sake, for your cosmetics or for whatever it might be. And let's just see them for the beautiful creatures they are. So I'm going to put it right here. This is the link, so do your part. Click the link below, it's in the description, and follow that to sign the petition to let international leaders know that it's time to get your hands off sharks and rays and all endangered species.